Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Radha Madhava Radha Madhava Shri Radhe Jaya Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Panchatattva Jaya Panchatattva Jai Jagannath Jai Jagannath Jai Bhagavate Jai Subhadra Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Hari Hari Bora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Sisi Radha Madhava Ki Panchatattva Ki Sila Prabhupada Ki Rupanande Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritcham Naram Chaivam Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Dayam Udirayat Nesta Preso Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Utamashloke Bhakti Bhagavati Istiki. Continue reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th Canto, Part 2, Chapter 14, text number 7, 8. Okay. If you want, you can repeat after me. Tat te nukam pam su samik samano bunjana evatma kritam vipakam ridi bag bapurbir vidadan namaste jiveta yo mukti pade sa daya bak tate nukampan su samik samano
Tate nukampam so samik samano
bunjana evat makritam vipakam
Jana ibat kritam vipakam
ridi bagba purbir bidadang namaste
Namaste
jivetayo mukti pade sadakyaba
Jivetayo mukti sadayava
tatte ni nukumpa su samik samano
Tinukampang susamit samano.
Bunjana evatma kritam dipakam.
Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam.
Ridi Bhagva Purbir Bidadan Namaste.
Namaste.
Jivetayo Mukti Padesa Dayava.
Jivetayo mukti padesa dayava.
Tatte Nukam Su Samik Samano.
Tinukampang susamit samano.
Bunjana Evatma Kritam Vipakam.
Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam.
Ridi Bhagva Purbir Bidadan Namaste.
Bhagavatam Vidadan Namaste.
Jivetayo Mukti Padesa Dayava.
Jivetayo samudaya.
Tati inukampang susamit samano.
Tinukampang susamit samano.
Bunjana ivatma kritam vipakam.
Bunjana Evatma Kritam
Vipakam.
Bhagava Pubir Bidadan Namaste.
Bhagavatam Vidadan Namaste.
Jivetayo mukti padesa dayava.
Jivetayo mukti padesa dayava. Tinukampang susamit samano. Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam. Edi Bhagavatam Vidadan Namaste. Jivetayo mukti padesa dayava. Tinukampang susamit samano.
Kritam Vipakam.
Dipakam.
Ridi Bhagva Purbir Bidadan Namaste. Jivetayo Mukti Padesa Dayava. Tinukampang susamit samano.
Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam.
Ridi
Bhagavatam Vidadan Namaste. Jivetayo mukti padesa dayava. Tinukampang susamit samano.
Tinukampang susamit samano.
Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam.
Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam.
Edi Bhagavatam Vidadan Namaste.
Ridi Namaste.
Jivetayo mukti padesa dayava.
Jivetayo Mukti Padesa Dayava. Tinukampang susamit samano. Bunjana ivatma kritam dipakam. Ridi Bhagavatam Vidadan Namaste. Jivetayo Mukti Padesa Dayava. Thank you. Two, therefore, te, your, anukampam, compassion, su, samik samana, earnestly hoping for, punjana, enduring, eva, certainly, atmakritam, done by himself, Vipaka, the fruitive results, Three, with his heart, Bhak, words, Vapurvihi, and body, Vidana, offering, Namaha, obeisances, Te, unto you, Jiveta, lives, Yaha, anyone who, Mukti Pade, to the position of liberation, Saha, he, Dayava, the rightful heir. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. My dear Lord, one who earnestly awaits for you to bestow your causeless mercy upon him, all the while patiently suffering the reactions of his past misdeeds and offering you respectful obeisances with his heart, words, and body, is surely eligible for liberation, for it has become his rightful claim. Purport. Srila Sridhar Swami explains in his commentary that just as a legitimate son has to simply remain alive to gain an inheritance from his father, one who simply remains alive in Krishna consciousness, following the regulative principles of Bhakti Yoga, automatically becomes eligible to receive the mercy of the personality of Godhead. In other words, he will be promoted to the kingdom of God. Yeah. The word Susamik Samana indicates that a devotee earnestly awaits the mercy of the Supreme Lord, even while suffering the painful effects of previous sinful activities. Lord Krishna explains in the Bhagavad Gita that a devotee who fully surrenders unto him is no longer liable to suffer the reactions of his previous karma. However, because in his mind a devotee may still maintain the remnants of his previous sinful mentality, the Lord removes the last vestiges of the enjoying spirit by giving his devotee punishments that may sometimes resemble sinful reactions. The purpose of the entire creation of God is to rectify the living entity's tendency to enjoy without the Lord. And therefore, the particular punishment given for a sinful activity is specifically designed to curtail the mentality that produced the activity. Although a devotee has surrendered to the Lord's devotional service, until he is completely perfect in Krishna consciousness, he may maintain a slight inclination to enjoy the false happiness of this world. The Lord therefore creates a particular situation to eradicate this remaining enjoying spirit. This unhappiness suffered by a sincere devotee is not technically a karmic reaction. It is rather the Lord's special mercy for inducing his devotee to completely let go of the material world and return home back to Godhead. A sincere devotee earnestly desires to go back to the Lord's abode. Therefore, he willingly accepts the Lord's merciful punishment and continues offering respects and obeisances to the Lord with his heart, words, and body. Such a bona fide servant of the Lord, considering all hardship a small price to pay for gaining the personal association of the Lord, certainly becomes a legitimate son of God, as indicated here by the words Dayabhak. Just as one cannot approach the sun without becoming fire, one cannot approach the supreme pure Lord Krishna without undergoing a rigid purificatory process. which may appear like suffering, but which is in fact a curative treatment administered by the personal hand of the Lord. Om Agyan Timarindasya Yana Salakaya Chaksurayana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manavishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayamita Kadayam Yadat Swapadantikam Panchakalpatarudesya Vipa Sindhurya Evacha Patitalam Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasari Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Kindly bless me so I can speak something that will please our Lord and purify all of us. Thank you. So, here it is being explained that the devotees are not really suffering. Although seemingly, para siyang nagsasuffer. Because the Lord is making sure that His propensity to enjoy, yung enjoying spirit natin, ay unti-unting mabaklas. He is giving us equivalent minimum ng ating supposed to be karma. Just so you will let go of your attachment. For instance, ating enjoying capacity, like yung one time na ikwento ko na devotee, he wanted to enjoy more in dati niyang activities, which is surfing. So, nagpaalam siya sa temple. He said, I have to go. Nature is calling me. Most people are like this. Meron silang natural calling. Yung iba, they want to climb the mountains. Yung iba, they want to become surfers. Yung bagong sports ngayon na tinatawag nila spelunking. Spelunking means exploring caves, unknown caves. Okay yung pangalan ng sports niya. Spelunking. Maybe we should spelunking someday. Anyway, itong devotee na to, so he went to Australia and he wanted to surf. Nung nandun na siya sa laot, he was enjoying. He was paddling, he was sunbathing. Habang naghihintay siya ng wave, kasi hindi naman laging may wave, so nag-hang out lang siya doon. Nakita niya, there was the most dangerous type of shark. By the way, in shark, wala siyang natural predator. Siya ang predator in the ocean. So, nakita niya yung pinaka-matinding klase ng shark, which is known as the tiger shark. Ito yung pinaka-aggressive. And it was heading towards him. There were two tiger sharks. So, this devotee automatically pumasok sa isip niya as Krishna provides knowledge, forgetfulness, and remembrance. In this moment, naalala niya kagad si Lord Nishingadev. Dasal kagad siya, Namaste Narasihaya. After he said this prayer, pinikit niya mata niya. He called on the Lord. Pagmulat niya ng mata niya, surprisingly, the sharks were gone. Immediately, umahon siya and went back home to the temple and reported back to his Guru Maharaj. And he admitted that, I made a mistake. I'm never leaving the temple again. So, that's one lesson. And there are many instances like this. Um, the Lord will remind us of what our real job is. Just as one time when Jesus was asked by the Pharisees, it says also here, what is the highest commandment of God? Because there's so many, sabi ng mga Pharisees. Anong balita yung pinakamataas? Sobrang dami ng commandments. So, the same says here, to love your God with all your heart, with all your mind, and all your soul. This is the highest commandment of God. So, you can only do that. Theoretically, sinasabi yun in many religious sectors to love God is the highest aim. Pero paano natin ma-attain ito? Kasi napakagandang pakinggan. How do you love someone that you do not know? So, kailangan makilala mo siya. See, in this world, the definition of love natin is twisted. For instance, when a boy sees a girl with a pretty smile, pretty face, the boy easily think that, fallen love at first sight. Kasi yung mga tao ngayon, they use the word love very casually. I love fried chicken. I love ice cream. How can you have love with an ice cream? Or a burger or fried chicken? I love my car. Love means relationship. Love means service, sacrifice. So, nowadays, it's just being used casually without the proper due meaning. And pinakamataas na form of love is love of God. When Srila Prabhupada was asked, what would make you happy? Tinanong siya ng mga disciples niya. Of all the things na masasabi ni Srila Prabhupada, of all the things, napakarami niya pwedeng sabihin. Ang sagot ni Srila Prabhupada, I will be happy if you can learn to love God. This is a perfection of life kapag natutunan natin mahalin ng Diyos. And in Krishna consciousness, binigay sa atin ng Srila Prabhupada, because of His cosmos mercy, through the Paramparam system, ang pamamaraan. Kung saan madidevelop natin ito, pautay-utay, or konti-konti. And it starts with the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then, devotional service has 9 limbs. And we have 4 regulative principles to follow, which guarantees that you will have a change of heart. So in Krishna consciousness, this is about a change of heart, change of desires. Yung mga dating attractive na material things para sa former karmis na naging devotees, hindi na sa kanya attractive. Kasi nga, his desires will change. Or his taste will acquire higher taste. And just for chanting, mararamdaman mo personally ang pagbabago. Kagaya ng tutuwa akong example na nangyari sa disciple ni Srila Prabhupada. Tinanong niya uli yung naglalakad sila one time sa Venice Beach in Los Angeles. Sabi niya sa mga disciples, Paano niyong nalalaman na itong Krishna consciousness ay it's working? Paano ninyo masasabi? Anong proof ninyo? Sabi ng isang devotee, well, Prabhupada, this is working because the Bhagavad Gita says it's working. So Prabhupada said, no, Bhagavad Gita is just a book. So yung isang devotee, oh, Prabhupada, this is working because you said it's working. So sabi ni Sir Prabhupada, I am just an old man. I can say anything I want. So after some time, walang makasagot ng tanong ni Sir Prabhupada. As usual, siya na rin ang sumagot. Sabi niya, malalaman mo na itong Krishna consciousness is working because you will actually feel the difference inside and outside. Hindi mo kailangan ng certificate from other people. Sir Prabhupada explains that the proof of the pudding is in the taste. This is an acquired taste. Krishna consciousness is natural, pero kinakailangan mo siyang i-practice. It's an acquired taste. Kaya when I first went to the US, hindi ako mahilig kumain ng sour cream or mustard. But after some time, you get the hang of it and you start to like it. Just like eating vegetarian. And before I started out, vegetarian on weekends, especially on Sundays. Pero malakas pa lang yung prasada. Its potency, hindi natin ma-measure. Because love and devotion na habang niluluto, kagaya ng ginagawa ni Prabhu Jagan Bando ngayon, and then you offer ng mga pujaris with love and devotion. So yung effect nito pag kinain natin, it is immeasurable. So we are not just vegetarians, we are Krishnatarians. Because everything that we eat is offered to the Lord. Thus, it has an effect on our consciousness. Our heart's desires will change, and our inclination for false happiness in this world will start to subside. Hanggang dumating sa point na ang magiging tanging enjoyment mo is devotional service. Things that are connected to God. And automatically, if you start to feel like this, that all your activities are connected to God, Krishna will take charge of your life more and more. Anya vilasita sunyam. Kapag binigay mo sa Kanya lahat, then Krishna will take care of everything for you. Physically, mentally, financially, Krishna will make sure that you are well taken care of. Okay, we have approximately 10 minutes. So, the more you surrender, the more Krishna takes charge of your life. And especially sa inyong mga bata pa, if you would stay in Krishna consciousness, lalo na kayo, you are second generation devotees. Someday, you will be the leaders of ISKCON Philippines. So, kahit medyo challenging ang buhay sa temple, please don't give up and try to develop your bhakti more. And this will guarantee that someday your love of God will come to its maturity. Okay, we'll leave it at that. If you have anything to add or any question, I will try to answer them. concern or comment. Our desire to enjoy is never ending. It is described by one of the Maharajas that it's like flowing of the river to the ocean. Hindi ito tumitigan. It keeps on going. And the biggest river in the world is the Amazon River, which malayo ko pa lang maririnig mo na yung splash from the river to the ocean. Sobrang lakas. It can be heard from miles away. So our desires are like this. Never stops. But when you come to Krishna consciousness, your desires can come to full stop because you will no longer desire for yourself, but your desires will be for the Lord. Kagaya ng ngayon, desire ng mga devotees ng Radha Madhav Mandir, the desire to become an instrument para makapagpatayo ng temple. This is a very rare opportunity na pinipresent ni Krishna. He can build this temple in a heartbeat if he wants. He can send Vishwakarma, the architect of the demigods, and by tomorrow, nakatayo na yung temple na yun with the most precious materialis fuertes ang gagamitin niya doon. But Krishna is so kind, He's giving the opportunity to His devotees. Kagaya ng Battle of Kurukshetra, Krishna could have killed the Kauravas and their millions of soldiers in a heartbeat without breaking a sweat. But ano nagiging glories ng kanyang devotees, the Pandavas? So He is giving the opportunity to His devotees. Nothing is impossible to God. This is eminent. Makikita niyo ito. Nothing is impossible to Krishna. Impossible is a 10-letter word that does not exist in the dictionary of God. So, nasa atin. It's up to us. If we want to help. Pero ito is not just for us. Not for us to enjoy. But for the future devotees. Again, 6 Goswamis, they did not resurrect Vrindavan. Kasi nakalimutan na yung glories of Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya instructed them to re-establish the glory of Vrindavan. Not for themselves, kundi para sa mga generations of devotees to come. Ganun din yung pag ating desire na maging instrument na maitayo yung temple ni Krishna. This is not for us. This is for future devotees. Kagaya ng taong nagtanim ng mangga, hindi naman siya ang mag-i-enjoy nun. It will take many, many years bago mamunga at mapakinawangan ng maigi. But He does that for the future generations. And what future does devotees have? Well, it says here, He is only waiting with the Lord's mercy. Even while He is painfully suffering. Pero He is not really suffering. Like it says here, one time nga mayroong disciples of Srila Prabhupada, he had 4th stage intestinal cancer. So, lalaki siya, but he has a big belly. He looked like he was pregnant. So, one time yung doctor, he was checking up on the disciple, and ni-stethoscope niya. Sabi ng disciple ni Seva Prabhupada, "Hey doc, so, is it gonna be a boy or a girl?" Nakukuha niya pang mag-joke that he is already dying. Sabi ng doctor sa kanya, how can you still have a sense of humor? You only have a few weeks to live. You're supposed to be in a lot of pain. But the disciple of Srila Prabhupada was just smiling and chanting. He was not in pain, although he appears to be suffering. But since he understands, the first lecture of being Krishna conscious is that we are not the body. Aham Brahmasmi. But right now, we are covered by Maya. And we think we are enjoying immaterial senses. But real enjoyment is inside. Okay. Last 2 minutes. Anything to add or to ask? Share? No?
Paano natin, I mean, performing devotional service makes us advance in Krishna consciousness
Yes.
and a lot of realizations. So, paano tayo, kumbaga ako personally, how can I develop my taste in sadhana? Especially, like you say, yesterday, the whole day, kumbaga, nagbilad ka sa araw. So, how can we, tapos we still have to get up. Yung kumbaga, para lang maano natin na despite of the previous or
Engagements,
yesterday's
yes.
engagement, we still have to get up and meet the Lord.
Yes. You have to struggle. And in that struggle, Krishna will help you. Actually, kung obserbahan mo, yung antok naman is only about 2 to 3 minutes and then it disappears. But in that 2 to 3 minutes, you have to struggle. And in your struggle, Krishna will be there to help you. Every day we have to struggle. Don't think that being Krishna conscious is easy peasy. Everything is madali na lang. It's going to be a cakewalk. No, it's still a challenge. So continues ang ating struggle. Everybody is struggling in this world. The karmis, they wake up very early also. But for what? For sense gratification. To make money. The students, they have to wake up early, study early. Yung mga may trabaho, they have to travel 1 to 2 hours, be stuck in the traffic every day. Tayo, we are working here, so we don't need to travel. One time, may nagtanong nga kay Samsung, how far is the spiritual world from the material world? Sabi ni Kesam Swami, oh, that can be measured. Really? We can measure that? What kind of instrument do we use to measure the distance between the material world and the spiritual world? They explained ni Kesam Swami. It's very easy. The distance between the material world and the spiritual world is the distance between your bed and the bathroom in the morning. If you can make that journey in the morning, you can make it there. So read between the lines. Ibig sabihin, you wake up early, you shower early, you get up, you dress up, and you show up. That's it. Get up, dress up, show up. And it will be become hobby, good habit. You develop good habits. Drop your bad habits. Bad habits is like you alarm is 3 o'clock, and your bad habit is snooze, and then you wake up again, you snooze again. Next thing you know, you're late. It's not good habit. Maganda yung nag-invento ng alarm clock, but his fault was putting a snooze button there. Una, you set your mind, absorb ka na sa iyong gawin. Kagaya ng sinagot ni Prabhupada Jagat. When you wake up in the morning, gabi pa lang, i-absorb mo na yung isip mo. You are gonna wake up to please the Lord. Why are we here? To please ourselves. So we can sleep nice, eat nice, take advantage. We should give more. And our time, sacrifice. Everything belongs to you. We own nothing. This is theoretically very nice to hear, but when practical application comes, it's challenging. You need to struggle, and you will win if you struggle, because Krishna will help. Yes.
This might, yung first time ko ganun, this program, I was excited. So I always wake up like 12, and then I wake up again in 2, like that. So,
Because you're excited.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ayun na, every time na, mag-release ako pag umaga, I wake up early.
Good, good. If you can do that every day, then that is the perfection of your human life. A lot of people wake up very early. Isa sa mga narinig ko that wakes up very early, 4 a.m. is Henry C. If you know Henry C, he is the owner of SM. Yeah, but when Henry C wakes up, everybody wakes up. Because as soon as he wakes up, he starts cursing. Anak ng patukas mo. PIDs. He's cursing everyone. But he is so rich. Why so grumpy? Because he wants more money. And yung pagiging grumpy niya and greedy, will this promote him to the kingdom of God? I don't think so. This will only entangle him more and more. So much so that he might glide down to a lower species of life. So we are now preparing for our next life. It's up to us. You want another body? You want to suffer more? Or you want to go back home? The distance home is the distance between the bed and the bathroom when you wake up in the morning to attend Mangala. Napakalapit lang niya. Abot kamay lang. But you have to push yourself. Nobody else will push you. Ikaw ang hari ng sarili mo. You're the king and the queens of yourselves. Nobody will command you. Because the mind is always tricking you, but you use your intelligence to chokehold the mind. Give it a cobra clutch. Patulogin mo yung mind. And then you wake up and actually sabi nila masarap matulog. What is better than sleeping? It's being awake. What's better than being awake? Is attending Mangala. Isipin mo yun, mga tao nagbabayad sila to go to karaoke. Last time we went by Harrison area, I saw on KTV, 6,500 minimum. People pay 6,500 to sing and drink and get crazy. We can do that for free and please the Lord. And we get paid spiritual punya, which is, it does not come with a price tag. This spiritual punya is priceless. Even if you have millions of dollars, you cannot buy punya from Krishna. Can I buy Bhakti points, Krishna? No, Krishna owns everything. So, we have to work. We have to struggle. I don't get up automatically in the morning. I psych myself. Okay, let's move out. You psych yourself out. You excite mo siya na, the Lord will wake up. Siya gising, ikaw tulog. Doesn't make, hindi maganda na yung boss of all the bosses, the owner of all the planetary systems, is up early to give you darshan. And you are in bed with the surot or the ibis. Which is better? To be with the Lord, or you want to be with the surot and the ibis? Right? He's always giving us a choice. He's so kind. So, sorry, sometimes the reality bites, but it's the truth. Nobody is exempted from this. We have to train ourselves. But once you get the hang of it, hindi ka na makakatulog. If you set yourself to waking up early in the morning, every day, like clockwork, day in, day out, till the day we clock out. Wow, that rhymes. Then you will have no problem. Magiging easy peasy na lang siya. It will become easy. It gets easier and easier until such time as you will no longer want to sleep beyond that time. Diba? You made it a practice to wake up at 3 a.m. Hindi mo nagugusto yung matulog after 3 a.m. Even if you are exhausted from the previous day. Pwede ka namang matulog later on if you need to sleep, you need to take power charge, like a cell phone battery, you need to recharge. Pwede ka naman after the Mangala or after Pasana. But definitely you need to wake up to greet the Lord, the one who gave us everything, our family, our looks, our health, our abilities, the sun, the moon, you name it, He gave it. And we are neglecting it. This is not good business. Okay.
I remember when I was staying at Bharat Prabhu's house, where Guru Maharaj was also in the master's bedroom. I was still back pain. So, Prabhu Bharat, sabi niya, ako yung magmamanggala. Tapos, dahil nga, nagturo ka sa mga bata, medyo pagod. Tapos, nagising ako na late ako nagising. Tapos,